Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett. Talk about I hesitate to say a cooling trend, but from where we were, it is cooler.
In relative terms, Greg, that is exactly right, especially when you consider SeaTac hitting 91, crossing the 90-degree mark for the first time this year. We dialed it back significantly today. We'll do so even more so this weekend, and things looking really good for the All-Star game. I'll show you that in a moment. As it stands right now, though, even though it's nighttime, you can see some of that haze hanging out over top of the Emerald City right now. We're going to try and clear that out, but again, we've got some new wildfires, so it's a little bit of a battle between that onshore flow and new smoke. High temperatures today, they were still warm. 87 in Renton today, 84 in Olympia. We saw 76 in Shelton. We saw a very pervasive marine layer along the coast today, keeping things in the 60s. Despite that, Port Angeles got up to 73, and man, it was hot today. Wenatchee and Ellensburg getting into the mid-90s there as well. Pretty close to 100 degrees. Current temperatures have dialed back significantly, except in Wenatchee and Ellensburg, where it's still in the low to mid 80s. 71 in Renton. You've got a little heat pool happening right there. It's 61 just down the road in Tacoma. It's also 61 up towards Mount Vernon, and along the immediate coast, we've got some upper 50s happening. So here's what is happening in the big picture. I'm really encouraged by this. It looks a little complicated at first glance, but really what's happening is these are called troughs. These are called ridges. That ridge of high pressure has been the thing that's been keeping us warm over the last couple of days. Now, it's not unusual at this time of year to see those troughs pass by, especially over top of Alaska and British Columbia. There's one there, and there's the next one in the offing. So what will happen is it will take that ridge and push it off towards the south and west and allow some relatively cooler air to move in there. What do I mean? Well, this is what I mean. Upper 70s and lower 80s through the weekend, and then by the time we get to the All-Star game on Tuesday, things looking pretty good there for some mid-70s. Now, here's what we're talking about is that onshore flow. Nothing that I see that's particularly gusty. And again, as long as it's coming in from the west, that's some really good news for us because it brings more moisture into the atmosphere. And that's something we could really use in terms of wildfire dangers. Now, the one trade-off is we're going to take a lot of that smoke and push it over top of the Cascades tomorrow. So places like Winthrop, Twisp, Wenatchee, your air quality will go down slightly while air quality improves slightly over top of Puget Sound. Another thing that we will see is that marine layer pushing in every morning. It's going to be a gray start to the day, cleans up beautifully in the afternoon, and it looks like the evenings will be pretty nice for the sunset there. Now on Saturday, a little more difficult. It looks like that marine layer cloud cover will stick around a little while longer. This is 11 o'clock. It's not going to be until about midday that it cleans up. It's going to produce a beautiful Saturday afternoon, but we're going to start to see some more storm potential, mostly along the eastern edge of the Cascades. But again, I don't trust summer storms. Sometimes they do spill over into some of those western foothills. Overnight lows will be in the 50s, unless, of course, you happen to be off towards the east where we're talking 60s and 70s, 50s along the coast. And here are your temperatures tomorrow. Looking pretty nice, especially up towards Blaine in the mid-70s. We'll see some low 80s in North Bend, Issaquah, Renton, and Bremerton. Paulsbo gets into that 81 category. 78 tomorrow in Eatonville, 81 in Enumclaw. It'll be a nice day there. 74 in Shelton, and along the immediate coast, because of that cloud cover, it's going to be cool. We're talking 60s and 70s there, and wait for it, it gets warm off towards the east. Tri-Cities hit 102, looking at 98 in Yakima and 90 tomorrow in Pullman. 7-day forecast shows a really good looking summer weekend headed our way, and if it's too warm for you, wait till Monday and Tuesday. We're going to pull it back into the mid-70s.